Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of EverQuest 2. And on this episode, we're going to be talking to this Dark Elf yet again. We're going to see what he has in store for us. We've already done about 3 quests for him, I believe, to get samples for his research.
I greet you.
Do you have the samples? Yes, I do. Thank you. When I study these further, I may be able to figure out what is going on. However, I have another plan to gain more important information. I believe I found a way to, well, extract the warp magic from one of these wisplings. However, using it on the resonated dust you recovered from the warp wisplings isn't returning quite the volume I was looking for. The magic extracted from a live wispling should prove more voluminous. Would you mind collecting them for me? Alright. So, resonating capture, level 12, or level 13 I should say, sorry guys. You end up getting a gem of prowess, 2 strength, 2 agility, 2 wisdom, 2 intelligence. You definitely want to use these when you get them, because at later levels they're not really going to be worth all that much. 4 silver, 82 copper, and you get a scout ring. No treasure, no trade, 7 agility, finger, 13 for the level requirement, and all scouts. Splendid. This will help a great deal with my research. Alright, I'll be back. Really should get good at doing an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression, because they sure do use that phrase quite a bit. I need to use the device gave me on the fire wisp. Oh, there it is right there. So let's go ahead and close this down. And we already know where to go. It's back to the wisp. And, you know, if you're going to be running through enemies, it's good to let the people in your group be pretty close by, but not too close by. Give them a little leeway so that you can pick up the aggro and they don't. And they're close enough that when you pick up the aggro, they can run with you, not getting attacked. And then when the creatures return to their spot, they have already passed it. Because if you go too far ahead of them, you know, you'll pick up the aggro, get those hits, and then they'll pick up the aggro and get those hits, and it's really just a waste of health. But if you can, especially if you're the tank, do that for the rest of the group, it really helps out on these long runs where you don't feel like killing these creatures that, you know, are attacking you, but not necessarily worth the time because you're working on a quest or something, you know. So let's see. They should be over here. Let's see, how far away? I guess we can get these two. They seem to be the closest. Use this from way over here. So that worked on one of them. Let's see, did they come back yet? There we go. Not an eligible target. I guess because it's being attacked. Or maybe because we've already done it once? Yeah, it's because we've done it once already. Oh, sweet. So it disappears when you use it on them. You don't even have to kill them. I guess the only reason we had to kill that other one was because it was standing right next to one that we used the thing on, and I guess it aggroed the other ones to us. There we go. This one's right here, so we'll go ahead and use it on him as soon as it comes back. Let's go ahead and use it. Too far away. Still won't let me use it. If it's engaged in combat, I guess it's just too late. Let's see. Any more over here? Yeah, there's one. You're attacking it. I don't think you're using the... Yeah, a lot of the time you'll get quests like this and people won't even really be looking, and they'll be like, oh, I was supposed to be using an item on those things. I've done that tons of time. It isn't working. Yeah. Yeah, you can't use it while you're in a fight. You actually have to engage them from a distance with the actual item. I don't understand why it says he's attacking them first. It's working fine on mine. See, that's all 5 that I need right there. Yeah, there he goes. He figured it out. So don't feel too bad if that happens to you guys. Happens to everybody the first few times you're doing these quests. And even at later levels, it still happens. It's Necro, so I'm going to decline on that one. Because he is a Necro. And I figured you guys wanted to see a nice little, you know, zoomed in view of his butt. But you can hear the sound effects. That's pretty cool. Do a little spin in the middle. Whee! Just waiting for him to get his. There's one right there. You already got that. Okay, he got all his down. So it's actually pretty quick. You don't actually have to kill anything unless, of course, you use that spell next to an enemy that has multiple enemies next to him. So you may get those ads then, but other than that, it should be fine. And you can see as I go through the water, he seems to level up pretty fast in his skill. So it's not something like an EverQuest 1 where you had to run around and swim for an hour trying to get your skill to go up. If you just naturally go through the water on occasion when it's in your path, you will level up, and that's all you really need to do. It's not something you have to go out of your way to make sure your skill is high enough. But you do want to make sure that that is maxed out, because there's quite a few zones where you have to go through water to get to a certain spot, and the better your skill, the faster you will swim. And of course, the faster you will swim, the less chance you will drown when you go underneath for long periods of time, which is something that you will do from time to time in zones. So let's turn this in.
I greet you.
Have you captured the warp extract? Yes, I have. Resident capture, level 13. You end up getting the Gem of Prowess, which you should definitely use as soon as possible. At higher levels, most of the items won't even have a white adornment slot, and the ones that do will have way better stuff to be putting on than this. So use them now when you can, when they're very effective for you. This is a nice little thing for you to have at this level, so go ahead and throw that on an item. You also get the Scout Ring, which we can't use just yet. The 8 silver and 48 copper. Gonna go ahead and hit accept. And that's the last quest for me, so no more feather above his head. Perfect. I believe I have all I need now to really begin my research. Really begin? Yes, this is going to take some time. I did preliminary tests to help focus my study, but I've got a long way to go. You have sped up the early stages of my research tremendously, though you have my thanks. You're welcome. And as always, we're going to go ahead and end the episode. Oh, he must have killed something right here. Advanced Craftsman volume. We'll go ahead and decline on that. We're going to go ahead and end the episode here, guys. If you like these episodes, please hit the like button, subscribe. Definitely leave comments down below. I'd love to hear back from you guys and see what the feedback is. Again, guys, I want to go ahead and thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next episode.